TV23 KDGL. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Good afternoon and welcome to the inaugural broadcast of High Plains Today. I'm your host, Chris Jewell. Let's take a look at some of the things that are happening around the nation as well as locally. Well, Donald Trump on Sunday stuck to his guns after igniting criticism over the weekend when he questioned Arizona Senator John McCain's status as a war hero and said the Republicans attacking him are irked by his recent polling success. Trump has been at or near the top of several national polls recently, including a Fox News poll out last week, which Trump leading among Republicans with 18%. On Sunday, Florida Senator Marco Rubio said on CNN's State of the Union, "This is not just an insult to John McCain, who clearly is a war hero and a great man, but it's an insult to all POWs, to all men and women who have served us in uniform, who have been captured in battle." Rubio said, and this somehow makes the assumption that somehow, if you're captured in battle, you're less worthy of honors than someone who isn't. It's just not absurd, it's offensive, it's ridiculous, and I do think it is a disqualifier as commander-in-chief. Well, as summer travel season continues in full swing, July gas prices are the lowest they have been in 6 years, making those driving to their vacations nothing short of happy while filling up at the pump. Kansas, ranked as the 12th state overall with the lowest gas prices, has seen an average of $2.60 per gallon, while the national average is $2.77, according to AAA of Kansas. John Haney, who is the Executive Vice President of Public Affairs for AAA of Kansas, said there are several factors that contribute to low gas prices, including Kansas being located very close to domestic refineries. Well, we're close to refineries, and lots of refineries, certainly ones in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri, are where we can get most of our fuel, Haney said. Since we're so close, transportation and distribution costs are lower, making our gas prices a little bit lower. We kind of stay outside of that refinery bottleneck that makes gas prices somewhat higher in other states. Now, compared to surrounding states, Kansas is still trails neighbors in average price per gallon behind Oklahoma at $2.55, Missouri at $2.56, and Nebraska at $2.67. The state average is 2 cents lower than last month, and if you remember, it's 85 cents lower than a year ago this week. Well, a Hollywood-based film production company, Imagination 9 Entertainment, will be coming to Liberal to shoot scenes for an upcoming movie, Three Graves to Kansas, written by Noah Grossman. Now, the film's story synopsis is how a relentless reporter investigates the disappearance of three sisters during a tornado. The film's executive producer, Barry Rosen, and his producer, liberal native Ben Scantlin, are seeking local people to be in the film. The parts available which Scantlin will be seeking are Mayor Randy Calhoun, Laura, who is a 15-year-old young lady, Tess, 13 years old, and Becca, 9. There are also town members needed. We are seeking a wide variety of town members, they say, open age and ethnicity. There are a few lines that we'll ask a couple town members to say. All town members must be comfortable being on camera and on set for multiple hours while the scene is being filmed. The shooting dates in Liberal will be from August 21 through the 24th. Now, if you're wishing to audition, you should submit your information electronically to casting@imagination9.com. And in the subject line, use casting Three Graves to Kansas. Well, former Kansas Congressman Tim Huelskamp staffer Matthew Pinnell was sentenced to serve 2 concurrent 12-month prison sentences in a Dodge City court on Friday. The sentencing came from a plea agreement Pinnell made stemming from his arrest on March 5th of this year on 17 counts of sexual exploitation of a child. The plea was 2 counts of sexual exploitation of a child, each a felony count, along with having to register for a lifetime as a sex offender. Now, once Pennell is released from the Department of Corrections, he will have to complete a sexual offender treatment program as well as have lifetime supervision. Now, Ford County Attorney Natalie Randall and Defense Attorney Daniel Arkell Roca reached the agreement and presented it to Judge Sidney Thomas. They said they came to the sentencing agreement based on Pennell's criminal history and how he showed extreme remorse over the incident. Now, attorneys for Shauna Banda, the Garden City woman who made national news after her arrest on drug allegations, have filed a lawsuit against the state of Kansas in U.S. District Court for the District of Kansas, alleging Banda's civil rights were violated. Now, Banda is charged with endangering a child, unlawful manufacturing of a controlled substance, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute within 1,000 feet of a school, possession of paraphernalia to use controlled substances, and possession of paraphernalia with intent to manufacture, plant, or cultivate a controlled substance. Banda's next court appearance is scheduled for 9 a.m. on August 24th. She could face up to 30 years in prison if convicted. Now, as a member of the Coalition of Innovative School Districts, Yucatan USD 210 can now look to other states for teaching recruits and offer a wider variety of classes, according to Superintendent Adrian Howie. The Kansas State Board of Education voted last Tuesday to allow the coalition, which includes Yucatan and 5 other districts, to waive state licensing requirements for teachers. Howie said the decision could increase the pool of potential applicants for teaching jobs in his district, particularly teachers certifying in surrounding states like Colorado, Oklahoma, and Texas. Now, that's a look at some of the things that are happening around the nation and the local area. Stick around. When we come back, we're going to take a look at weather.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.
And welcome back to our studios in Sublette. Let's take a look at our current and local temperatures. Right now, we're looking at a temperature of 82 degrees. The humidity is 69%, which is Sweatsville. The wind is currently calm. Barometric pressure 29.83. So it's going to be muggy, and it is. Let's look at the temperatures around the area. We're looking at Medicine Lodge has a temperature of 83. It's 86 in Medicine Lodge, or Pratt, 83 in Dodge City, 83 in Hayes, Liberal, 81 in Garden City, and 79 in Elkhart, Guyman, and Perryton. Moving along, we'll look at the current dew points, and it is kind of soggy out there so far. We're looking at 61 in Lamar, 68 in Garden City, 79 in Liberal, 68 in Dodge and Medicine Lodge, with 63 over in Pratt, 66 in Guyman. Looking at the winds, it's not a very windy day, which is kind of nice. We're looking at 10-mile-an-hour winds out of the northwest for Liberal, about 9 in Elkhart and Guyman. It seems kind of funny for the 20th of July, and we have winds out of the northwest and the northeast at 8 miles an hour in Dodge City. Our daily weather almanac, we're looking at in the area a high of 95 degrees. Back in 2006, it was 105, believe it or not. The low yesterday was 67, and in 1976, which is a day or two ago, it was 57 degrees. Yesterday, according to the National Weather Service in Garden City, they had 1.22 hundredths of rain to the month. We've had over 4 inches, and the year to date well over 15.5 inches. Currently out in the area, it is going to be 90 degrees today. There is a 20% chance of thunderstorms going to be happening today. The winds are going to be out of the northwest at about 10, switching to the northeast. Tonight, we're looking at mostly clear. It's going to be 66 degrees. There's still a lingering of 40 degrees or 40% chance of thunder and lightning hanging around tonight. The winds are still going to be out of the north at about 7 to 15 miles an hour. Don't forget, days are getting shorter. Sunset is set for 9:01 tonight. Tomorrow, that lingering rain still hangs around. There is a 50% chance. High tomorrow, it's going to cool off a bunch. It's going to be 84 degrees, partly sunny. Winds are going to be out of the east at about 15 miles an hour, and the sunrise is set for 6:39 tomorrow. Tomorrow night, rain still hanging around, 60% chance. It's going to be mostly cloudy, low of 67. Winds will be south-southeast at about 5 to 13 miles per hour. Sunset again, once again, it's going to be 9:01. Looking at the 7-day forecast, we're looking at today 90 degrees with a low of 69. We're looking for that, as we said, the rain to hang around Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's going to get warmer Thursday through Sunday. We're looking at temperatures just below the century mark. Would not surprise me if they did get up into the hundreds. All right, well, coming up next, we're going to take a look at the markets, so stick around.
Are you tired of worrying about going over your cell phone data cap? Tired of surprise bills and text messages asking for more money? Stop the insanity. Switch to unlimited nationwide data from United Wireless. Switching is easy. Come in today and see for yourself. For a limited time, get free activation, up to $200 per line bill credit, and save on the latest smartphones. See how much you can save with unlimited nationwide data from United Wireless. See store for details.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here. 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 And here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans. These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Welcome back to High Plains Today. Hey, it's our inaugural broadcast. What are you expecting from us? We are working on stuff. This is the first time we've done this in a very long time, but we're going to have fun doing this on a daily basis. Okay? I am joined right now by my good friend, Dr. Jack Jacob. He is the pastor at First Southern Baptist Church in Liberal America. How are you today?
Man, I'm good, Chris. This brings back memories.
It does. You and I used to do, oh man, it's been what, 2-3 years ago? We used to do this every morning, didn't we?
We did, the daily grind.
Yeah, and it was fun. Let me ask you. Now your church, First Southern Baptist in Liberal, is very involved in Haiti mission work, correct?
Correct.
And you send teams down there 2, 3, 4 times a year?
Well, as often as we can.
Okay.
We're doing a number of things. We're in the process of helping to build a school and an orphanage down there. Been working on that for about 6 or 7 years. Started out, originally the idea was to help a lady who went from Liberal down to help teach down there and had to come back due to some political unrest. She really had a burden for the students down there who can't afford to go to public schools because the average Haitian makes about $1.76 a day, and public education costs $1,200 a year. So do the math, it doesn't work. So she had a real burden to see that education continued. So we went down and began the process of building a school. Unknowns to us, there would be 3 hurricanes and an earthquake that would devastate the area. And so we have built a school that runs about 400 students. And then we have an orphanage now. Because of the earthquakes and the hurricanes, we now have an orphanage that has about 40 kids as well.
Okay. $1,200 a year for public school kind of makes you think in Kansas. I mean, we've got our issues here with public education and those types of things here. But $1,200, especially when you make $1.76 a day is the average wage.
Right. And figure into that average wage also, Chris, that you have government officials who make way more than that.
Well, of course.
And you have a large segment of the population that have no income.
They're making way less than the $1.76
yes.
national average. Okay. Let me ask you this. So in building this school and the orphanage and the things that you guys are doing, I know that it takes time, but how long do you send people down for at a time when you send a trip?
Well, typically we'll go, we've sent teams down for as little as 2 or 3 days to work on a specific issue, say the electrical inverter system, battery backups, solar panels, those sort of things. We've sent people down for as long as an entire summer to help with not just teaching summer school, but teaching the teachers. A lot of the teachers in Haiti are the equivalent of high school students for us. But that is considered kind of advanced education for Haiti, where many people don't have any. So, so our teachers go down and assess reading skills, teach teachers how to teach, as well as assess maybe reading disabilities and other learning disabilities.
Because the majority of the population has no schooling whatsoever.
Right.
Wow. Okay. So what is the biggest hurdle that you guys have when you send a team down there? I mean, I'm guessing that you're not staying at a 5-star hotel.
No, we stay at the school and we sleep in classrooms. Probably the biggest hurdle, honestly, is number one, it's most of the time we go, it's about 99 degrees and about 99% humidity, which for those of us who are used to sitting inside in the air conditioning all day, kind of tends to drain us a little bit. So that's a hurdle. But probably the biggest one is just the lack of availability of things that you and I take for granted every day.
Right.
You're not just going to run down to the hardware store and grab a bag of nails. Because you ran out. You either have to ship those ahead, which means you have to deal with a corrupt government, with high import taxes, and then have to wonder whether you're going to get it at all or whether the police are going to seize it and sell it to others, that sort of thing. So the kind of the logistics really is the issue. The hardware store, you'd love the trip to the hardware store. Picture going to Westlake, met with an armed guard with an Uzi.
Oh, really?
And his partner has a sawed-off shotgun. They walk you through the store. You don't touch anything.
There's no shoplifting, I'm guessing.
There is no shoplifting, at least none that survive.
Okay.
But that's kind of the challenge. And then things probably cost anywhere from 3 to 7 times what they do in the United States. So again, a system designed so that poor people can't afford to do anything.
What can people around here do to help you out, you know, if they want to get involved with this?
Well, we're always looking for people with building skill. We went down, for instance, this summer, went down and built cabinets for the science lab, built some playground equipment, installed additional solar panels on the orphanage. So electricians are always needed and helpful, welders, people with those kind of skills. Other than that, really what people can do is just be involved. We obviously say pray because we think that's very important, but they can be, we do a 5K every year. They can come out and run and have fun and help raise funds for the project, or volunteer to go. If we have some summer school students or teachers rather that are maybe just graduated and waiting for that summer before they're going to start a new school year, or even retired teachers that have that experience in the classroom that could mentor, even if they just go down for a week and spend a week. It can pay great dividends.
All right. Dr. Jack, thanks for coming up on our inaugural show. Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV 23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com. Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV 23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV 23.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
All right, thanks for joining us today on our inaugural broadcast of High Plains Today. We're going to be back tomorrow with lots more stuff. We're going to be talking to Chris Standard, who is a captain in the Seward County Fire and Rescue, about their new station in Kismet. And remember, if you want to see us on your local cable system, call your local cable provider. I want to thank my guest today, Dr. Jack Jacob, and we'll see you back here
Keep up to
tomorrow
date with the latest information from TV 23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks